Hi, I'm Emma Scott with WCAT, and I'm here with Hank Klibanoff. Now, Mr. Klibanoff just stuck to the broadcast journalism class here in Jan term at Westminster, and he gave us an awesome talk about his journalism career and how he got there and everything along the way. And so, can you tell our viewers a little bit about what you've done?
Well, in my short, 14 years of life, I've done a lot of things. I've been a journalist, and I have now embarked on a second career as a college professor. And in the grand scheme of things, I feel like I'm still a learner, still learning about life and about people, and I hope that never ends.
That's awesome. That's interesting because you're now teaching. You're a teacher, and then you're still learning, so that's a cool way to think about it. And so I know that you won many Pulitzer Prizes for your writings as a journalist, but you've also gotten a Pulitzer Prize for your book. We've got it right there, The Race Beat. Can you tell me a little bit about that process and how that was for you?
Mm-hmm. May I make one amendment to that?
Yes.
Okay. I've only won one Pulitzer Prize. I worked at a newspaper that won many Pulitzer Prizes, okay, and with different friends of mine, for different projects. But the only one that I have won is for this, The Race Beat, this book. And it's a history book. It's a book about news coverage of the civil rights movement in the South. And it taught me millions and millions and millions of things. But the most important thing it taught me was that I waited too late to study history. That I became totally immersed in this topic, and I spent 12 years working on the book, and probably could have gone longer, but I just loved it, and every day was another sort of epiphany about who we are as a people and how we got to where we are.
Thank you. Can you tell me the most challenging aspect of writing that book?
The mass of material, wrestling that to the ground, and mastering the material, the reporting on it, the research on it, just went on forever and ever and ever. And you're constantly not just trying to find a source, but the source behind the source behind the source. You're going into a lot of primary records, a lot of primary documents. You're not just believing what other people have written over the years. You want to find out for yourself. And then developing a narrative, a story. And when I say a story, I mean a story that itself has many stories inside it. And that's what I wanted to ultimately produce with my co-author, Gene Roberts, was a book in which just about every page, every other page, had some engaging story that went to the point of whatever that particular chapter was about. And I'll let others decide whether we accomplished it, but when I was done, I was satisfied with the outcome.
So you're very satisfied with the outcome. So would that be your most rewarding part of this, just having it all done, all that work put together?
And the knowledge that I am left with. Yes. I feel like I'm better informed, having spent all that time on the book. I think I'm just a wiser citizen as a result of all of that, and have a greater sense of not just how things turned out, but where we're going.
Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for coming and talking to us. It's been a pleasure to meet you. I'm Emma with WCAT. Thank you.
Thank you.